If you've been told that the way to make more money is to work harder for it, then you've been sold one of the biggest lies in the modern world today. In fact, the harder I worked, the more I pushed money away. When I understood why and how to rectify it, then everything changed. I'm Jody Shield. I've helped 100,000 people in 88 different countries, wild, have a great relationship with money. And in this video, I'm going to talk you through step by step how to dismantle the biggest lie that you've ever been told, which is you have to work really super hard in order to make money. It's a grind to make money. It's effort. There's lots required. You have to wait lots of years in order to wait to receive the money. You have to work all of these extra hours, all these extra jobs to make the money. It's an impossible equation because it doesn't work like that. Because when you work harder, you actually push the money away. Let's explore where this programming, this conditioning, this concept comes from. My feeling is that we've adopted this belief system, this idea that you have to work harder to make money. My suspicion is that the roots of it are from the Industrial Revolution, where, guess what? You did have to work hard. You did have to trade time and hours for money. Now, we can know all of this. We can know all of this and yet not be able to shift it. Because, and this is the most interesting thing about these concepts, is that you are still buying into it. It is still serving you in some way, even though it's not serving you, even though it's exhausting you, it is still serving you in some way. And I'm smiling because otherwise you would have let go of it a long time ago. My own self, I was being served by this concept for the longest time because I had achieved so many results from working hard to make more money. But then I reached a glass ceiling. I reached a limit where I couldn't push myself anymore. I was heading for burnout and I would have had a breakdown because the program that I had to work really, really hard for money was running my system. And this is what happens. Also, we've seen our parents play out this concept. We've seen our parents achieve a lot. And we are influenced by our parents. So to see our parents having achieved success in some way, shape or form, whether it's in a corporate job or whether it's in a houseworking job, a cleaning job, or whether it's being an entrepreneur, we've seen our parents play out, live out this belief system, this concept. We've just adopted it without asking any questions. And then at some point it stops working because working hard for it, forcing it through, having to hustle for it creates powerful survival frequencies in your system that are not wealth frequencies. Frequencies like stress, frequencies like burnout, frequencies like survival. At some point it stops working because you have been programming yourself from a belief, a concept, a construct, an idea, an emotional cycle that you have to keep working really hard for money. And it actually gives off really interesting signals to your nervous system. Signals of stress, signals of pressure, of force, signals that are survival frequencies as opposed to expansive wealth frequencies. I loved being busy. I loved it so much. When I left the corporate world, I started an in-person clinic in Marylebone where I was seeing like 25 clients a week. I was fully booked. I was doing workshops with hundreds of people. I was basically on the same hamster wheel. I was addicted to it because that's how I knew how to build a business. That's how I'd learned how to build a business. And also the adrenaline felt good. It felt like I was getting loads done. It felt like I was making loads of progress. And yet I was still burned out. The final straw for me when I worked as a practitioner came when I came home on a Friday night at like 10 p.m. And I was like exhausted. And for like the umpteenth time in that month, in that year, I just didn't have any energy to spend time with my boyfriend at that time. He's now my husband. I was exhausted. I spent all weekend recovering and I knew that that wasn't the life I wanted to create. If you're enjoying this and you're loving me talk about the psychology of wealth building, hit subscribe for more of the same. I am so excited for you to watch more of this. I want you to know that it's not about lying on the sofa, eating cake and drinking Earl Grey tea. I mean, some of it can be possible from that energy state, but really, you have to know that when you're building something, whatever it is, whether you're building a career or whether you're building a baby business, you do have to work hard, right? You have to share on social media, you have to publicize yourself, you have to get on stages and speak about what it is that you're talking about and interested in. There is an element of effort involved for sure, but it's the position from which it comes. It's about clearing this belief, this concept that it's the only way to make money. The only way to make money is to push yourself, is to work harder and harder and harder and harder. That needs to clean and clear because there's a different way to do it. And beyond 2027, you're going to see more of a focus on the energetic understanding, the quantum physics understanding of how you create your reality. I mean, it's already all over the internet, right? Manifestation, but conscious creation. How you are the creator of your reality and how it's possible for you to create a business, if it is a business or a career or a side hustle or anything, from a much more aligned, calm, regulated place. And then you have even more energy. It's like your nervous system relaxes and then expands even more. That's the beauty of it. What if your next level of income didn't require more work? I want you to be aware of how many times you're telling yourself, and maybe it's that little inner voice whispering to you, I have to work harder to just get this done. I have to work Sunday night just to finish this off. I have to work until 8 p.m. to get this finished. I have to clear the decks before Monday morning. How many times are you telling yourself that dialogue? Observe, non-judgment here. Invite this aspect that's telling you this information to be present and love it. Love the aspect, embrace the aspect, thank the aspect, honor and respect the aspect because it's got you to this point that you're at right now. And you're likely at a good point. You might not think so because you'll know that there's always more. And, you know, I'm the most ambitious person on the planet when it comes to more. And yet, things are pretty good. If you reflect on how far you've come, I'm sure that you'll have seen a bit of a trajectory going on. So things are pretty good right now. But you don't need to work harder for money, I promise you, with every cell of my being, I promise you that. So if you like this, please subscribe. I'm super excited to invite you into the Hard-Earned Lie micro course. At the time of recording this, I have a brand new course for you. It's incredible. I'm so excited that you get to experience this and go through it. 7 powerful lessons, daily guided clearing meditations to support you to really pull out the belief system that you have to work harder to make more money at the root and effectively reprogram yourself in real time. I wish I'd have done this work sooner. I wish I had this beautiful course available to me back then, but I didn't, and so I created it. Please enjoy.